Hey besties, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara Savage. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share within and outside your circle. Joining as a member, membership gives you access to videos firsthand and exclusive videos that would never make it to like the public. So it's going to be exclusively for members only. Guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a buttonhole with a manual sewing machine. So your regular straight stitch sewing machine, if you have that, guys, this is a game changer. You don't need an electric sewing machine to do a buttonhole. So on this channel, I've been giving you guys ways to maximize your manual sewing machine. I have one video where I told you guys how to use your manual sewing machine, your straight stitch, to work on a stretchy fabric, and that video is amazing. You guys should go watch it. I'm going to link all my videos of these hacks in the description box so you guys can go check it out. And this now is another amazing hack that works for beginners, advanced, intermediate, whatever level you are on with your sewing, because not everybody wants to use an electric sewing machine, especially with the fact that NEPA can take the light, or something can happen in between your sewing, the power can get cut off, and you are just stuck. With your manual sewing machine, you can just continue sewing without any problem. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to maximize this particular machine to work on a buttonhole. Let's get started. So guys, you're going to place your button on where you want your button to start. So basically the buttonhole, this is where I want it to start from. So I'm going to place my button right there, and then you're going to mark above and below the button. I'm going to just mark above it and under. Now make sure it's exactly above it and under it so that it can be able to enter even when you're done. So mark above and under, and then you're going to go down to where you want the next button to be. And you're going to mark from this second line. If you want it 1.5 inches, 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches from that first button, you're going to mark to that point. So I'm going to go down to about 4 inches in my own case. It might be different in your case. So in my own case, I'm going down to 4 inches. Now on this 4 inches is where I'm going to put my button. So this button, I'm going to put it on that 4 inches so that it's at the center of that 4 inches. And then I'm going to mark the top and the bottom. Guys, can you see? I'm going to be using these two buttons, and I'm going to be using it as a test for you guys. So here and here, if you want another button, you go 4 inches from there, or if it's 1.5 inches, you are using 2 inches, you go 2 inches from there, 2 inches from there, like that. So from the second line, not from the first one, from the second line of, that's the bottom of the button basically. So that's where you're going to go down from. So guys, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to measure our button flap. So we always have a lapel on our kimono, and even when you're doing a jacket or a shirt, you need a button flap. So the part where you're going to button, the overlap basically. So that extra, you're going to measure what you have. So in my case right here, I have 1.25 inches. Now I'm going to measure the middle of that 1.25 inches and mark it. So now that I know the center, I'm now going to draw a straight line from the top of my button line to the bottom of my line on this measurements that I just made. I'm going to go to the next buttonhole, and then I'm going to mark the center as well. Now again, if you don't have this part, let's say you're joining an irregular part of a dress or a top or anything, you're just going to figure out the center you want your button to be. That's where you're going to draw your line to. So you don't need to be so calculative right here. You can have like an irregular measurement and just look for the center point, the exact point you want your buttonhole to be. So that's where you're going to rule this line that I'm talking about. Now we're going to go over to our machine and we're going to thread it. So guys, for this you'll be needing a thread, your normal regular thread. Then you're going to be needing 2 bobbin threads. So these 2 threads that go into this, you're going to be needing 2 of it, and then this would go with this, while this would go inside of this. So I'm just going to put it inside. So one of them right here, and I'm going to set this aside, and then I'm going to now take this one. So this small one, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on the top of this part right here. Then you're going to take your bigger thread and you're going to place it on it as well. So can you guys see it's doubled now? Now you're now going to take the two of them and you are going to just place it under. So instead of going the normal way to thread your machine, you're going to go under the machine like this. And then you can now thread it the right way. So go under, and then I'm going to cut it off right here so that I can have clean edges if I want to put it in through my needle. So I'm going to now start threading my my machine the way I need to thread it. Now guys, that's going to take a bit of patience to thread the needle, so you have to be really patient. And then I'm just going to put my bobbin into it. Now guys, what you're going to do now is you're going to go to the stitch regulator and they are going to make sure it's on 15. Now there are some numbers on this stitch regulator. Focus on number 15 and that's why you should put it on. Now if yours is very loose or it keeps going up and down, I have a video on how to tighten it to make sure it stays in one place. So what we are going to do now is we're going to start sewing. So you're going to place your fabric on the first line right there, the first line that we made for our button, the top of our button, and you're going to start sewing on that line down to the other bottom line. So can you guys see? So sew it straight down and then we'll do the next stage from there. So I'm going to start sewing right now. So I've sewn it to this part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my needle inside my fabric and then I'm going to raise it up like this, turn it to the right side. So just like this, tilt it to the right side, and then you're going to sew about 2 to 3 stitches forward so that you can have that space for the button. So that's what I'm going to do right here. Raise it up, turn it again, and sew it again. Now you can easily turn your fabric back to the right hand side and sew on this side so that it can serve as a top stitch. So I'm going to sew it. So that will be my back stitch. I don't want to do any back stitch back and forth. So I'm just going to leave it like this. It's not going to lose. I promise you, it's not going to lose. So this is it. So can you guys see? It looks exactly like a buttonhole. Wow, this is so amazing. Now I'm going to do the second one and I'm going to show you guys again like how to do it. So this time I'm going to probably move my camera down so you guys can see it, so it's a close-up view. So I'm going to take my fabric and sew on that straight line that we have. So I'm just going to start sewing, tilt it to the right, sew about 2 to 3 stitches, tilt it 180 to the left, sew another straight line down, tilt it to the right, sew about 2 to 3 stitches, tilt it to the right, sew straight down on the first line that we made, tilt it to the right again, sew on the first line that we made again, that line. Then you are doing another 180 like we did earlier, and you are sewing it again on that second line. Then tilt it to the right, and finally to the right for the last time, and sew it on the first line that we made so that we can have our back stitch. So instead of doing a back stitch, you're just going to sew it on it, and that's it. Guys, can you see what it looks like? This is my buttonhole. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my seam ripper, and then I'm going to take a pin. So any pin, a needle, a pin, whatever you want to use, and you're going to place it on the point where you are going to end your ripping from. So I'm going to place it at this point right here. This is so that in case I mistakenly go past this part, my buttonhole stitch will not get caught. So I'm going to just do it, go in. It's always easier to use a seam ripper for this kind of thing, and I'm going to just cut it off to make the hole visible. Can you guys see my hole? This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to just put the button in so you guys can see that it actually works. I'm going to fix the button as well on the other side so that I can show you guys fully, but right now just look at it. I can easily just put it in and it goes in just like that. So this is it. It fits perfectly. So guys, I have sewn my buttons to my kimono, and this is it. I'm just going to put the button in to the buttonhole, and the second one right here. Guys, look at it. It looks so good. I used to be scared of making buttonholes because my electric sewing machine, it's just like always gives me issues. That buttonhole part, it gave me issues. Sometimes my needle will be breaking anyhow, and I just lost it. So now that I've seen this hack with a manual sewing machine, and I love using manual sewing machines because there's no problem of NEPA taking the lights or something happening or anything. I am going to be able to work with it to do so many things. Like, guys, go check out the description box. I've put some other videos of hacks on how to maximize your manual sewing machine. Guys, wow, this is amazing. So guys, that's all I have for this particular video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share within and outside your circle, joining as a member. Membership gives you access to videos firsthand, and there are some exclusive videos that would not make it to the public and would be only for members, and they're on that part of my channel. So please join in as a member, and until my next video, do have yourself a wonderful morning, noon or night, wherever you are. It's still your favorite content creator and fashion entrepreneur, Lara Savage, signing out.